too, but Gus, a lot of times they call me, I'll refer to myself as both. Before I refer to myself, though, I want to make an acknowledgement. So I haven't talked about his reality check, and as soon as I heard him say that, I thought, a lot of people would say my reality check bounced. Felt like it. But, you know how people look like their dogs? My dog is the love child of Zach Galifianakis and Mark Hamill. And I actually was at a wedding on, Friday night. Multiple people came up to me and they're like, does anybody ever say you? And I'm like, yep. And they said, can we take a selfie? I'm like, sure. And as we're getting set up, I realized I don't actually know who they're taking a picture with. So is it Mark Hamill or Zach Galifianakis? 5'9" and 5'7". I checked because at least I can be as taller than them. I would like to have a selfie once in my life with Mark Maron. He's got a podcast. I can't possibly listen to all the episodes. There's so many of them, all these famous people, so I'm listening to it like double, triple speed. And no, really, they say 4 times speed, you have to be born blind to be able to do that. And, I'm a driver's ed instructor. I can see a little bit, but don't want to a lot of times. But I'm up to triple speed, almost quadruple speed. But I was totally forgetting where I was going with that. This is a bad time of night for me because I'm not on my Adderall, which I actually was prescribed at the ripe old age of 40. And one thing I can tell you is if you write comedy, don't trust anything you write when you're on Adderall. It's brilliant. Yeah, right? It's brilliant. If I could put you all on Adderall, I could stand up here and sound way worse even than I do already, and you'd think I was brilliant. So, I was thinking one day I'll meet Mark Maron, I'll get the selfie, and I'll be telling my friends about it, and I'll be like, how was it? I'll be, it was great, but, he wasn't, what I expected quite. He was a lot slower than I thought he would be. And what? I have kids, right? Yep. Okay. I think that's still true. And my kids are 7, 8, and 9. I think that's kind of a strange, name, because normally you think you'd start like 1, 2, and 3 if you were going to name them normally. Unless you're a computer programmer, then it'd be 0, 1, 2. But yes, I know. I want to know you guys. Those are the rock stars. Nothing like starting like stand-up comedy when you're 48 and computer programming a few years earlier. Took up the mandolin because I heard there weren't too many harder instruments. So, it's confessional time. What was I doing? My kids. Yeah, they treat me like a rock star, which is nice. I had to bring them home from the hospital. Well, technically only 2 of them. One we brought home from a lot further away, but get into that. So they're out, obviously ages 7, 8, and 9. When they were 1, 2, and 3, I felt like I had to tell people that the middle one was adopted, because otherwise it sounded like we were having a litter every year or something. I mean, do not do them that close together. That is crazy. But, when you adopt someone, expect another one to become one right away. They treat you good. Like I said, do teach driver's ed, but before I taught driver's ed, I brought my first one home, and my sister, who's a driver's ed instructor, came over and visited, and she's like, David, you had her behind the passenger, and that's not the safest spot. If you turn left, you're going to, have her get hit. And I thought, oh no, that's no good. And so, of course, I moved her behind me. My wife gets to drive too. I even rode on the back of the moped with her. That's how progressive I am. So then my kids, now I didn't have just one anymore. I had 3 kids. Now I'm like, well, now what do I do with 3 kids? And so obviously I put my favorite one behind me in the driver's seat. And they know that that's the safest spot, and they know exactly real-time data, on where they stand with me currently and how I think they're acting and behaving. So that's that. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, so I was thinking, one of them was going to get hurt eventually, but I don't obviously set them up that way. I let them fight it out, because survival of the fittest, right? But eventually somebody gets hurt. And I remember hearing this guy say, "Oh, I hurt my back," and you're like, "Well, how did you hurt your back?" His friend says to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm 36, my girlfriend's 20. How do you think I hurt my back?" And I thought, move her into the dorms. Is that the thing? Is that when I'm finished?
Yep.
That's good. I'm ready to finish. Thank you.